Boys, boys, Lana Rhodes is getting a buff. All right, so there's a lot to go through here. So let's start off with succession. Minor changes. There's only one change. Prime Cymbidium. It says here that it has been changed to recover stamina during the rush attack of Prime Cymbidium. I don't really understand this because she already does recover stamina during the forward rush attack. So maybe this is the channel time, the slamming animation. I'm not really sure what this means, but we'll see. After this comes out. But the big boy changes are Inner Awakening. Like, damn, there's a lot to go through here. But let's start off with her grab, Soul Raid. So it says here that the range and cooldown were lowered due to excessive performance at one time. So it is a buff and a nerf at the same time, because range has also been lowered. So how much of a nerf it is depends on how much the range is got down. But until then, let's just leave it at that. And for the other skills, let's go through it here. So for the pre-awakening kit, you got Eye of the Phoenix. Instead of it consuming stamina, it doesn't consume stamina anymore. Dismemberment, they reduced it. They reduced stamina consumption by 50, which is good for succession players. And also, like I said, Prime Cymbidium, it has been made so that you can recover stamina during the skill charge attack. So this would probably mean the slam animations, right? The charge attack. Because she already does recover stamina during the forward slash. But anyway, the Awakening. The Awakening. So, Eradication. It has been made so that you can link it smoothly with your flight ability, Nimbus Stride. So as you can see here in the first image, there's a long wind up animation, and here the wind up is just completely gone. So that's very good. And Taunting Death. Taunting Death. It has been made so that you can recover stamina when using the skill. Now this is huge, because as you know, the current state of Lahn, she has always struggled. She always has this stamina issues, even back then and now. She still struggles with stamina. Now, with the Deadly Dance nerf that she had last patch, they made it so that you can't recover stamina during Deadly Dance, and that was already a huge nerf for her, because like I said, she eats too much stamina. And with this, you are in super armor, right? And you can recover stamina if you hold Taunting Death long enough. It has a very long animation, so you're protected, and you can use it. There's a reason now to use Taunting Death. So this is very good. This is a huge change. And next one is Bloody Stride and Flow Vice. So it is made so that Blood Moon Twist can link smoothly with Bloody Stride and Flow Vice. So as you can see here, Bloody Stride, long wind up animation, and in here on the second one, boom, very fast. And on the second image, you see Vice, very long wind up animation, and now Vice, boom, Blood Moon Twist. So this is good because this means that she can throw out more skills, and this would mean that it would improve her burst abilities during combat. Because for now, there's only very few situations when you can use Blood Moon Twist because of its long wind up, and there's this linger at the end. So good change. And also, right, Flow Vice, right, and Tailspin has been buffed. They made it so that Tailspin has now a 6% reduction in all evasion. Oh, and damn, this is so good. Because Lahn has always struggled with accuracy, right? But after the reworks, they changed her passive and gave her 5% all accuracy. So that in itself was already game changing for her. It changed her PvP, and now this, they're gonna add a 6% reduction on all evasion, and with add-ons, damn, she's gonna cut through evasion targets like butter. So very good change. And also Deadly Dance. After using the skill, it has been improved so that it can be linked to the second hit of Earthly Pain. So as you can see here, it's very much faster now, right? You don't have to pause, which is good again in a sense because you can throw out skills more faster, or you can add more skills to your combo. So it's good, and Earthly Pain has also an increase of -20 armor instead of 15, so +5. So that's good. And Soul Raid skill cooldown has been changed from 17 seconds to 15 seconds. So like I said, it's a buff because cooldown has been lowered, but at the same time it also said that they're going to reduce the range. So how much of a nerf it is, we'll see until then. Now, since we're on the topic, right? Since I'm going to be talking about Guardian, or Drakania, I should say. Now, let's hop into her, right? So, Drakania. Ooh. The balance changes is more focused on her succession. And I don't really play succession, but, since we're on the topic, let's get over it. So, Prime Brimbolt Strike. Yikes. The damage reduction has been changed. So they increased the PvP damage reduction, and that's 58%, an increase of 5.6. And also for the additional hit, another 10. And also the maximum targets or maximum output has been changed to 3 to 2. And that's huge because this is her hardest hitting ability. Now, for Prime Blazing Strike and Sundering Claw, like damn, dude. An increase of 20-ish PvP damage reduction. That's a yikes. And also they removed the down attack effect on Markathan's Flourish. They removed ion charging on certain skills, and her iframe has been nerfed because there's no more linger. You can't linger. See, you see, the linger has been removed. So yeah, that's a yikes. But the good news is Awakening Flow Obliterate has been buffed. So they made it so that the attack range of 2 hits has been increased. That's minor changes. Now 2 hits, but still, the area has been increased, right? I mean, the range has been increased, so that's good because this is her hardest hitting ability. So it would mean that it would hit more targets. This Flow Obliterate only has like 27% damage reduction PvP, which is crazy. And after the second hit of Storm Maul, it has been improved so that they smoothly link with Hexblood Tectonic Slam. So this is good because the second hit of Storm Maul, if you let the second hit animate, you can't cancel out of it. So perhaps with Tectonic Slam, with this change, you can cancel right out of it. So this is good. This is good. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description because I'm only gonna cover the classes that I play, and if you're interested in looking at your classes, then I'll just leave it in the description. So for Musa, not much has changed in PvP, but for PvE, yeah, it's kind of a bit of a yikes because Prime Cyclone Slash. So PvE damage applied when the skill is on cooldown has been reduced to 28.6. So if the skills are on cooldown, there's a reduced damage in PvE. And this is huge because, Gale 36% and Blooming 15%. So that's kind of a bit of a yikes because, you are spamming this ability, especially Cyclone Slash. But, Musa, the succession grind would still be good, but, it's not going to be that OP as before. Okay, let's talk about Awakening. So the good news is that her damage is not dead on release. I mean, if you get a CC off, you should be able to get a kill. For the average player, let's say full Pentavala, if you get a CC off, you should be able to 100-0 someone in a combo. And SA trading is also viable. Now for geared players versus, another geared player, SA trading is kinda, not reliable. Since her AoEs is not that large and her bursts are limited. So but if you build right and have a good extended combo, you should be able to 100-0 someone else. If you land the CC, of course. Now, one of her problems is her sustain. She has no way of regaining health outside of combat if Mark Thanan's scale is on CD. So if you ever live after diving, I mean, you gotta wait for Mark Thanan's scale to CD, or, just wait for your health to come back. Now, on release, I would say that her PvE damage is bad on release. Now, she was like the old ninja, where you have to click so many buttons and then the damage was not that rewarding, But after the patch, we got some PvE buffs. It was good. My Gaifin grind went from a 35-second clear time to a 25-second clear time, and that is after that's including the time in which the giant Gaifin mobs wake up. So after the buffs, clear time became 10 seconds faster, which is good. But like I said, you still have to click a lot of buttons, so it can be exhausting after a while. So if you're a potato like me, getting used to her Awakening PvE is gonna take some patience. As her Awakening kit is quite complex. You are swapping from Hex Blood to Dragon Blood from time to time, and you have to chain skills properly in order for them to, cast faster. As some skills, if cast individually, they're gonna be slow. They're gonna be slow, and they're gonna have added animations or some whatever. So my suggestion is get a combo. You can search or make up your own, and then open up the menu, search up notes, and then write down the ability chain that you wanna perform. So for me, I just found this PvE combos in YouTube, and then I'm gonna figure out which one I'd like to incorporate, and maybe I could mix up some things and then start practicing from there. Now, I would say that she would shine very much in an open space fight scenario because her quick surprise attacks is just too good. Like, you wouldn't even know what hit you. Like, it would go something like this. Now, of course, I'm messing up some skills. And I'm not geared enough to SA trade those who didn't get CC'd. But, I'm just showing the gist of what you can do. And more if we were in a wider spaced area. But the downside is, she's just a fucking rocket, dude. I mean, look at this. I just went past my target. I mean, if only you could use mouse movement and her flight abilities, that would provide a little bit of control on her flight attacks. But, you're just a fucking rocket. But of course, like I said, it provides good surprise attacks, and if you land your skills properly, you would kill people, and they wouldn't even know what hit them. Now, for her protected movement, it's kind of weird for me. Like, Dragon Walk and Refraction, for me, it's not enough. Like, I don't know, maybe I haven't gotten used to her Pre-Awakening kit. Maybe it could provide more movement. But in terms of protected movement, I don't think Dragon Walk and Refraction is enough. Like, you can get core tip of the scale and then use that after Mark Thanan's wings, and Fate beckons, but for movement. But it's not protected, and it's not quite reliable, especially in a group scenario. And Mark Thanan's wings has no control. You just boost forward like a freaking rocket, dude. Again, if ever, some mouse movement would be good. But like I said, I'm still learning the class, so if anyone could recommend some movement after diving in, something that would keep you alive. But for me, for now, she functions like an Awakening Lahn, where you dive in, throw your skills, and just die. Now, I would rate her around 8 out of 10. if she had better controlled movement. Because, you know, that would make her 1v1 strong because she has a grab. But for me, she doesn't have a reliable controlled movement to set up that grab. So it's really hard to land a grab when your movement just boosts you in, you know, like a freaking rocket. So, for now, I'd say I'd give her a 6 out of 10. But I'll keep her as a tag for a while. You know, wait for possible character updates since, you know, she is a new class after all. And the community is still giving more feedbacks, you know, for possible changes. So for now, she's going to be a tag. And yeah. Until then,